2021 has been a rather so-so year in popular music. With the pandemic still looming over us and a lack of attention-grabbing releases, it pales in comparison to 2020, which was a fine way to kick off the new decade. Of course, there were some breakout moments. Olivia Rodrigo rose to mainstream attention, and although her music or shtick is not something that totally interests me, she was the clear star of 2021. Lil Nas X broke some new ground in 2021, proving himself to be a true provocateur. Doja Cat released her first album as a widely known star, and Billie Eilish followed up her massive debut with a divisive record that has some standout moments. Aaliyah made her official debut to streaming services, which was probably one of the most eventful musical comebacks of the year. Some veteran stars returned, such as Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, Drake, Kanye, and Adele, still no Rihanna. But even a lot of the veteran releases have been met with lukewarm reception. So there's been a lot of bad or so-so music to go around. And here's my list for the worst of 2021. These are completely subjective opinions. They are based off of my personal feelings. Build a Bitch by Bella Poarch. Build a Bitch is a Melanie Martinez song to its core, but a pretty bad one. I can't take the childlike chants, and the lyrics just make my skin crawl. Curvy like a cursive font, Bob the Builder broke my heart. I get what she's going for, but nothing about the composition or lyrics are compelling. A gimmicky song made to take over TikTok, and that's exactly what it did. Christmas Isn't Cancelled, Just You, Kelly Clarkson. It's cheeky to the point of no return. She obviously utilized cancelled due to its internet popularity, and it's not exactly clever usage. It's basically just about a breakup. It seems the only reason for this song's existence is to make a play on cancel culture and trying to be quirky. The song also shifts drastically in melodic changes that it almost sounds like separate songs or ideas glued together. It just sounds overbearingly overproduced. It doesn't have genuine spirit or Christmas cheer in my opinion, or really any spirit, besides the spirit of the worst type of commercialization. The song was made for older people who think using cancelled in some context other than internet backlash makes them cool. I'll just stick to Underneath the Tree from Miss Kelly Clarkson. Let Somebody Go, Coldplay featuring Selena Gomez. Coldplay has become known for their slower, somewhat melancholic songs, so of course they would keep their core offering intact. But I think this is one of their most boring, poorly written and produced ballads to date. It is void of all genuine emotion and any appeal. It's not even amusingly at fault. It is just so boring that it's hard to even make it through the song. Selena Gomez's voice isn't meant for songs like this, where it is so stripped back, and her feature really adds nothing. She sounds robotic and soulless, and her and Chris Martin have no chemistry on this track at all. It's so synthetic, so bland, and another miss in the Coldplay canon. Fast Motion, Saweetie. I recently questioned if Saweetie was even a rapper. It doesn't appear to be her main appeal or focus. She's more of an influencer who makes music. And Fast Motion is proof of that. I don't understand how any artist who takes themselves serious, or at least wants to be taken seriously, could release something so awful. It seems like it's trying to be a sports anthem but struggles from being downright lousy. The hook is awful, Saweetie's rap is awful, and the beat is just so generic it's faceless. The hook style of writing reminds me a lot of Justin Bieber's Yummy, where they were just like, we can't come up with anything else, so let's just repeat it over and over and over and hope it sticks. Way Too Sexy, Drake, Future, and Young Thug. If his last few releases have proved anything, it's that Drake is absolutely lazy and uninspired. Certified Lover Boy just felt like a cheap rehash of some of his worst work, but none highlights that more than Way Too Sexy with Future and Young Thug. I think the video is way more appealing than the song, and I think he knew the fact that he sampled Right Said Fred and put it on a trap beat would obviously get people talking. But meme appeal aside, the song is just genuinely bad. Uninspiring beat, uninspiring rhymes. Certified Complacent Boy really needs to step it up, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Fancy Like, Walker Hayes. It is such a trashy song. He starts off the song by complimenting his girl by saying, she's so low maintenance. Like, yeah, I get it, materialism isn't everything, but I still find that to be such a weird compliment. Like imagine walking up to somebody and saying, "You're so low maintenance." It's just funny that that's also a romantic appeal in the song, or is supposed to be a romantic appeal. The song also incorporates some elements of trap, and it just takes it to a whole new level of trash. It really is the worst collective of all bro country stereotypes. I also just find the excessive name dropping of brands so tacky. He goes through Wendy's, Applebee's, Oreo Shakes, and name drops a lot of luxury brands to reflect what he's not. It's just a glorified Applebee's jingle. If you have to make a song proclaiming how down to earth you are, chances are you're not. YBN Nahmir, Soul Train. It is certainly one of the poorest attempts at a pop rap crossover in a while. It's retro funk that sort of plays into the disco trend that has been going on. It's so bad that it feels like a parody. I can't believe that a major label artist was actually allowed to put this out. Every single thing technically is just wrong. He tries to sing and it's just terrible auto-tune warbles. He's off beat for most of the track, and I just feel like if the instrumental was sent to a more capable artist, it would have fared better. But generally, everything about this song sounds cheap, like it was recorded in 5 minutes using a cell phone. Tones and I, Won't Sleep. The success of Dance Monkey was torture, but I at least understood a tiny smidge of the appeal of it. It's just more of a fun novelty song. But given the release of some of Tones and I's recent music, I would say it's unlikely that she'll achieve the success of Dance Monkey again, because the music she continues to release is 1,000 times worse. And I know that seems like a lot because Dance Monkey is pretty bad, but it's no exaggeration. The vocals alone make everything sound even more grating. High-pitched, slurred vocabulary. It's like if Sia took Helium, but also didn't have the vocal power that she has. One of her most recent tracks, I Won't Sleep, seems to be going for scary, creepy Halloween tune, but it's just bad, and not in an amusing way bad. It's just genuinely bad. The production is absolutely stale and awful, and the way her voice goes through these distorted effects does not at all help the song's case. It almost sounds like she was going for something When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go influenced, but literally just strip away every single thing that is good or appealing about the darker songs on that record, and add Sia on Helium on top, and there you have it.